All right, Glenn, you ready?
How can I be ready, Mike? I don't even know if I'm ready. I don't even know if I'm me. I don't even know if you're you, or if you're me and I'm you.
Can you describe its form?
No.
Start from the beginning.
What do you think I do when you're away?
You think I'm out in the garden pining, looking up at the sky?
Why aren't you here?
I gotta leave a day early.
Your husband's here.
Glenjamin.
Michael.
What did we just watch?
We watched a movie called Annihilation, starring Natalie Portman and
Oscar
a
Isaac.
couple other folk.
Jennifer Jason Leigh. Gina Rodriguez, I believe is her name.
Benedict Wong.
Tessa Thompson. Written and directed by Alex Garland of Ex Machina fame, I guess. I mean, I know who he is. I hope you know who he is, too. Especially after this movie, I hope you know who he is.
Because you're going to find out otherwise. You're going to find
I'm gonna let you try to explain what this movie's about.
I got to figure out how to explain it that's not giving away details.
That's the thing. It's not really a hard movie to explain. It's a hard movie to explain, really encompass what it's all about, but without giving away details.
To try to explain this movie, basically there's this anomaly on Earth that no one can explain.
An ever-growing anomaly. It's slowly engulfing, I believe it's the Gulf Coast.
That just no one can explain. It showed up and people went to go research it, and then those people just never came back, and then finally someone did come back, and something's not right with them. So, Natalie's Portman character... Natalie Portman's
Natalie's
character,
Portman.
Yeah, her Portman. Hi, Portman. Anyway, we're done with that joke. Natalie Portman's character, who is a biological...
She's a biologist.
Yeah. She's biologically impaired to study biology.
You mean inclined?
She's a biological
You meant
researcher,
inclined.
and she goes into this thing, and she has to figure out what the fuck is going on, and that's the movie. Because that's the best I can explain it without going into more detail.
Yeah, really. Now, this movie has me depressed.
Depressed.
And I will tell you why.
You know, you look really cheery for a depressed guy right now.
I'm cheery and depressed. It's kind of like...
Tell me.
It's kind of like when you're cheery and depressed. I can't think of a good analogy, so just...
Sounds about right, Michael.
But anyway, the reason I'm depressed, and this may come as a shocker, I think this may... I would be surprised if this was not my favorite movie of 2018 this time next year. And that has me depressed because we're only in February. Yeah. And that means it's only downhill from here. And not the good kind of downhill where, it's an uphill struggle and then it's only downhill. The downhill, my life's at the top. Oh, shit, I'm falling.
No, I was definitely going to say this is so far... not really competition-wise.
Yeah,
this is by far the best movie of 2018.
It's only February. That's not really saying much,
yeah.
But I would be surprised if this is not my favorite movie of 2018. I can't even fathom something beating it.
Well, this is like saying if this movie just came out in 2017, this would most likely probably be my favorite movie.
It would be my favorite movie. It's better than any movie that came out in 2017. And I love 2017 is one of the better, at least independent-wise, movie years in recent memory. So to say that, holy butt munchers.
If you couldn't tell by our reactions, I guess I'll kind of explain my emotions into it.
Yeah.
It's super psychologically just captivating, I guess, to say the least. We know Mother of last year. It was captivating and so much is being thrown at you in a way, but this is just it's got you thinking so hard, and you're like, holy shit, that's happening. halfway through the movie, I was like this. I feel like I'm on a really hard acid trip right now, but for the whole movie.
To go back to your Mother comparison, the reason Mother was so mind-blowing is that you didn't have time to process what was happening. It just moved and kept moving. This lets you take everything in and kind of attempt to really analyze the information you're given. Like you said, it's just like an acid trip, really. I mean,
there's no other way around it.
There isn't. It's beautifully shot. The cinematography is fantastic. The colors of the shimmer itself are kind of thematic throughout the entire movie, where like it's just like an ever-changing rainbow, and it really kind of goes into the theme of the whole constant evolution of the shimmer itself. And it's just a really well-structured film. It's
extremely well done movie.
It really is.
And I don't really have any flaws against it. I can't say anything bad about it.
Granted, flaws are more easily noticed second, third, fourth time seeing. But
exactly, you know, I've found those same words throughout that whole movie. I was like, holy shit. And you guys know that bear scene in the Revenant movie, right?
I ain't got shit on this.
Yeah, ain't got shit on this. Like, this topped that bear scene. I'm sure there's other bear scenes.
We're only going to say there's a scene with a bear. That's all we're going to say.
That's it.
I turned to him after the scene. I said, "This is literally the most terrifying thing I've ever seen."
It was freaky.
Okay, I'm going to kind of break down, like, technical wise. I already said the cinematography is great.
It's beautifully done.
The writing's fantastic. Nothing seems like exposition, and if it is exposition, it's tailored in a way that doesn't slow the story down. The acting's phenomenal. Natalie Portman's, you know, for the past 10, 15 years has been fantastic. Oscar Isaac's always good.
And it was really nice to see that this movie was very female driven.
Yeah,
most of the cast was female. I mean, there's parts where there's a lot of males, but like it was just side stuff.
The five main people were actresses or females.
So that was really nice. To see.
Yeah, that was they weren't inept in the situation they were thrown in. Like they were very. I mean, they obviously had their flaws. Every human has their flaws, but like they held their own in a situation that others could not hold their own in. So it's just like a. You know, girl power kind of movie.
You go girl power.
Go girls. What else?
The
music. The soundtrack. Oh my God.
So good.
There are some songs. It's probably about 50-50 that some songs sound normal as like a typical like acoustic
guitar.
But then the other half is like unstructured mess but it's like unstructured to the point where like I'm surprised anyone wrote it.
I know.
But it's not unstructured in a bad way. It's still beautiful. But there's no structure to it. And the fact that someone just sat down and said, I'm going to just throw this mess together and make it sound good.
What does this note do? All right, let's put that in the song. What is that? Let's put that in the song, too. Wow. And I can say, for a fact, this movie was based off a book, off like a trilogy, like novel.
The first of a trilogy, yeah.
And I, for one, Not many movies make me want to read a book. Not many books make me want to read a book. But I definitely kind of want to read this book just to get more detail.
Yeah, I think my experience watching this movie without knowing what it was about was so fantastic. I may read the first book, but I will not read the second or third just in case they make other movies. Just because I want to have a similar experience to what I had today.
Yeah, like I don't read books, obviously. I'm not a smart man who reads words off a page. But I would love to read that book just to know more about the movie that I just saw because it was absolutely acid trippy, and I want to see if I could trip on that book too. I'll probably put like highlighters, like just highlight the words so I could trip off that while I'm reading the book, so it felt like I'm watching the movie because I'm seeing all these colors.
That seems like a really bad plan, Glenn.
Nothing's bad at this point. I don't know who I am. So
let's go
I'm not
to-
even gonna do anything crazy for you.
Thank you.
Except for this.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
not too bad.
Don't worry.
That's easy. We got see it, rent it, stream it, and skip it. You know what all those mean, and if you don't, what have you been living under a rock of some kind? Anyway, I'm gonna say see it.
It's
See
obvious.
it?
It's a see it. I think we just like praised the shit out of this movie.
We did.
so
I
think
don't
there's
have
any other
anything bad to
options.
say against it.
You should
Like,
go see it when it's out, rent it, and then buy it on Blu-ray.
And then
after you
stream
rent
it as well.
Stream it. Buy 3 different stream platforms. Stream all of them, and then skip it, only to do the loop around.
yeah,
over
skip
again.
it one day and then
Yeah.
watch it
Give
every day
yourself
for
a
the rest of
break.
your life.
What is it?
The soldiers on the last expedition.
They went crazy, or something in here killed them.
Something's come through the fence.
Through the fence?
We have to go back.
I can't go back.
We can camp here tonight. It's destroying everything.
It's not destroying. It's making something new.
Oh man. Look at all those colors.
Wow. You know, it's kind of like I'm watching the movie over again.